Andrew, a severe thunderstorm warning was issued just minutes ago. A triple shooting in downtown Burlington making local and national headlines. 2 homicides in Chittenden County last night, one in Burlington and one in South Burlington. If you're not familiar with the area, this is about 36 miles north of Portland, Maine. We have learned that the shelter in place has been extended in the area, and they're still searching the waters near where the suspect's car was found, Robert Card. Anson, I know that your department has been working with the USDA for a disaster declaration. Where does that stand right now? 6:44, more than 2,000 customers are without power, and I'm looking at the map right now.
We just had Lou Serafini, a Boston native, cross the finish line, the winner of the 2023 Vermont City Marathon. Very exciting. He runs a 4-minute mile.
Hey, Happy New Year's, you guys.
Yes,
it's been a while
Happy
since
New Year.
we've all been on the desk together.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Since last year.
Last year, yes. I was going to say that, but I knew Brian.
What a funny one.
And he was talking to Patrick Leahy, and Leahy told him that tonight feels really strange because he's been on the ballot 24 times since 1966. Right now behind me, you can see that the cars are on the track right now making laps, and that's in an effort to dry the track out.
They made 100 dozen donuts today, and they are all sold out. But do not worry, because tomorrow there's going to be... You didn't like that?
No.
We begin with NBC5 First Warning Weather.
Well, thanks for being with us. It's 5:30. Here is a live look from our cameras in downtown Burlington and in St. Albans this evening. Appreciate you being with us for an NBC5 extended coverage newscast at 5:30. I'm Stuart Ledbetter.
And I'm Alice Kang. Finally, a dry day after 48 hours of rain causing historic flooding. NBC5's First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tyler Jankowski's in the Weather Center. Tyler, the damage that we're seeing, just devastating.
Yeah, and we have so many pictures and videos. Send it over to Alice and Stu.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Well, the pictures and videos of Montpelier are hard to believe. Many residents and visitors in the capital city, they were stranded last night with no way in or out. All major roads, including Interstate 89, shut down.
I don't remember that happening before. 89 reopened this morning.
I'm Lauren Granada for NBC5 News.
All right, Lauren, thank you for that update. Well, we are hearing that there have been more than 100 water rescues across the state, and the Vermont National Guard is one of the emergency responders helping with search and rescue operations. Yeah,
they've got the heavy equipment to do it. They were called up Monday, making their way into communities that seem to need the most help. NBC5's John Hawks. John, thanks. Just west, Waterbury, another area really hard hit tonight.
Yeah, NBC5 Stephen Biddix is live on Route 2, just outside of downtown Waterbury. And Stephen, that home behind you, over the last few hours, it looks like the water levels have gone down significantly.
Now to the Granite City in Barrie, flooding through the streets through Route 302, reached the tops of cars and poured into downtown storefronts in some places. Yeah, the video you see behind us is from Todd Wells and shows an aerial view of northern Barrie, and you can't really tell where the river starts or stops. Yeah, that's the Stevens branch running alongside Barrie. Ross Ketchke.
It's not the attention the city of Burlington wanted to receive.
The Saturday evening shooting of 3 young Palestinian college students visiting Burlington on their holiday break was one of the most shocking and disturbing events in this city's history.
Local and national news stations filling the Contoys Auditorium in downtown Burlington to get an update on the triple shooting.
Certainly, we'll do everything we can to ensure that this is a tragic, terrible anomaly.
On Thanksgiving break, Hisham Aratani, Kinan Abdelhamid, and Tassin Alek Ahmad were in town for Thanksgiving visiting family when they went for a walk on North Prospect Street. And that's when someone started shooting.
They were speaking in a mixture of English and Arabic, which is their wont. 2 were wearing keffiyehs, and they had no knowledge of this individual, had not encountered him before.
Police say that man that pulled the trigger was Jason Eden. He was arrested less than 24 hours after the shooting.
The ATF agents were greeted by a man who stepped out of the hall, out of the door towards them with his palms up at waist height and stated something to the effect of, "I've been waiting for you."
The shooting putting the small city on edge. Family, friends, and neighbors wondering how this type of crime could happen in Vermont.
Kinan grew up in the West Bank, and we always thought that that could be more of a risk in terms of his safety, and sending him here would be the right decision. We feel somehow betrayed.
Day by day, they're learning more about the situation that's been getting attention across the country. The news of the shooting even reaching the president.
Just had an extended phone call with President Biden. It was my honor to thank the president for his leadership and caring for our community.
As the investigation continues, one family member says they're thankful for their neighbors.
In a very difficult moment, on a very cold night, thank you for providing life-saving help to my nephew and his friends.
And while the road to recovery will be long and difficult for all three men, they say they know they have a community standing with them.
Love you.
Every step of the way.
Yay!
It's these moments Mary Saladino,
You want to hold hands?
cherishes
I'll hold your hand.
with her 2-year-old Henry.
Yes?
For the Saladinos, every day with Henry is a gift.
Nobody can tell us today Henry's going to be fine.
Since he was born, he has struggled.
Henry! You're okay, bud.
Henry has a genetic condition called alternating hemiplegia of childhood, or AHC.
Doctors told the new parents.
You will watch your child become paralyzed. You will watch him seize. He will likely have intractable seizures, which means no medicine will control them, which is what we see. You'll have to resuscitate your child. He'll turn blue countless times.
AHC is rare, so rare that one of Henry's doctors, Dr. Peter Bingham, has only seen 2 other people with AHC over his 35-year career.
An infant suddenly has a spell and they may get stiff or they may have limpness on one side of the body.
And there's no cure.
There's lots of medicines that go part way for what often proves to be a very difficult to control and life-threatening epilepsy.
Henry has seizures every day.
The unknowing is devastating. And in our case, the knowing is equally as devastating.
While there's no cure, there's hope through research and treatment.
For what could be really a life-saving and a life-changing fix for a DNA problem.
The rarity of this disease means treatment is expensive. The price tag, $3 million.
We're desperately in a race to develop a treatment for him.
And no dollar amounts could hold these parents back from giving Henry a shot at a better life.
What we do know is that if we don't intervene, by the time Henry's a teenager, he'll struggle to be independent.
Through the daily seizures, countless doctor's visits, and uncertain future, Mary and Anthony say their boy is what keeps them going.
We tell him every night, thank you for being our baby. And I always say I'm so lucky to be your mama, because I am. To have a child who's that joyful and that resilient, and he goes through so many terrifying things, and you would never know. And he's a gift. We call him our angel baby, because everybody who meets him is better for it.
And every day as Henry fights to reach milestones he was told he'd never reach, they're going to keep fighting for him, hoping to raise that $3 million to help treat their baby.
Our focus, as is the focus of parents with children, is putting them in the best position to succeed. And so we fight that fight every day because his paces through that are not normal. But he embraces them with such great enthusiasm that we can't do anything but cheer him on and ensure that that we're the best parents we can be for Henry.
Knowing that if this treatment helps, they get to spend more time with him, a gift that's truly priceless.